say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun to give, looking for room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Auburn lines up quickly. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Auburn's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field. He'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll run play action. He's got an open man, and he's dragged down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Yeah, and Apple, the QB, calls his own number, and all these options obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Works the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you are.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Kane. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Caught behind the line. It's Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Holds and fires complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes... Offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got it behind the line. It's Watson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Mississippi State right back to the line. to the running back from the shotgun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the back. There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Grab behind the line. It's Clay. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Pocket breaking down. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this... Offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch near the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
That's caught. It's Coleman. Brings it to the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Quick completion on the out route.
And I think completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts. Passing on the field goal. Sneaks into the end zone.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown, and a chance on this drive to even the score. Leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Tempo in overdrive.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little space. Crosses the 40. Wide open spaces. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of... steam. The defense finally got him.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. bootleg fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes the quick grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short. This defense was there to make the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Clay. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Mississippi State going up-tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slips away. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Snags a quick pass on the left.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part.
There he goes.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Auburn going to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Thompson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense in a bunch formation.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be dragged down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Coleman home. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got a man. It's Craig. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the fifth kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Snow. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So here comes the Auburn offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term.
Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it out fast. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This lead in here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll leave it with him. Shoots his way for more. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Auburn ready. Deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
325.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Watson. Turns it on at midfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. What kind of field position can he help them with on? And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Snow. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Clay. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That's reeled in. It's Glover. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Cobb. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by a field goal over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Bulldozes his way through. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Got a man, it's Williams. Across the 35. Tons of room in the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
41, Mississippi State, 23.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And now on second down for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Green. At the 35, he's open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. Yeah, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The give on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Escapes the sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
The short hands, it's Snow. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to keep this drive alive. Fighting off the defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to break into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. Fights off the defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Kept it, and he's past the marker.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Snow. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And it starts with the kick, right? You got to kick the top of the football, get a good bounce, get kind of lucky, right? Like it's got to bounce off the guys, and the kick team was ready. Pounced on the football, they got the ball, and got some momentum.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Unloads it left. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory. Open space in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Line gets set, 1st down. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Grab near the sticks, it's Evans. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Off-play action on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Evans.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Evans. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Trying to keep the drive alive.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to move the chains. Mississippi State lines up on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run.